One of my favorite bands is a band called Korn, and they actually spell it with a K. And the lead singer, his name is Jonathan Davis, actually wears a kilt at every concert that they play. And I've seen them live a couple of times, and it's really interesting to see this grown, manly man with like long dreadlocks running around the stage in a kilt. A lot of Americans make fun of the kilt because, to be honest, it looks like a dress or a skirt. So Americans kind of poke fun at it. But if you go to Scotland, they take it very seriously, and it's a very traditional thing for them. What a kilt actually is it's a knee-length garment that has pleats at the rear that originates the traditional dress of men and boys in the 16th century. It started with the Scottish Highlanders. And what pleats are, alright, picture right here, the pleats are the folds right here on the side. So you can see how it's all folded, and it kind of looks like an accordion or a paper fan. And what the pleats do is they take a long piece of fabric and they make it shorter. And if you were to flatten out a kilt and just straighten it out, it'd be a long piece of fabric. But the pleats make it shorter. There's also different kinds of kilts. There are Welsh kilts and Cornish kilts that adopted the traditions from the Scottish. And the difference between an Irish and Scottish kilt, because actually a lot of people think that kilts are Irish, but they're mistaken, they're actually Scottish. But the difference between an Irish and a Scottish kilt are the Irish kilts are usually just one solid color, and a lot of times they don't have the pleats on the side. They kind of look like a girl's skirt. So it's just a flap over, and they're usually one solid color. Another misconception that people have are that kilts came only from Scotland. But a lot of the features in the Scottish kilt actually came from the English noblemen and people in England. Queen Victoria actually did dress her nephews in kilts. I'm not exactly sure why. I think she just liked the style, and she wanted to dress her nephews in kilts. So they created a lot of the features that the Scottish kilt has. Certain occasions where you wear a kilt are mostly formal events or the games where there's dancing and bagpipe playing. And a lot of times girls don't wear kilts. It's usually only the men and the boys. But a lot of girls that do dancing and things like that in Scottish traditional festivals and events, they will wear them. Girls also wear them as school uniforms. Another thing that I found on the online free encyclopedia and on Fife.com was that there are a lot of contemporary kilts. You don't usually walk down the street in the United States and see people actually wearing a kilt unless it's at a Renaissance festival or a Scottish or Irish festival of some kind. But there are many contemporary kilts out there, mostly worn in the U.S., and they're made out of more contemporary fabrics, like corduroy and denim and even cotton. So St. Paddy's Day is actually coming up, so if you ever have the desire to go out and have some fun and wear a kilt, you can find them online, or you can actually buy them at Irish and Renaissance festivals. So try one on, have some fun with it. It's definitely something to be proud of and embrace, whether you're Scottish or not.